Welcome, guys. As you know, my name is Abu Aziz, your regular host on the Abu Aziz podcast. And this platform happens to be where we dissect, where we give you exclusive, undiluted stories about anything that is related to Nigerian football. We don't just bring in footballers here, we bring in coaches, referees, administrators, doctors, managers, anything that is related to football as long as Nigeria is concerned. And on this episode, I present to you someone that I respect so much, someone that I have known from afar, someone that I watched on TV for a long time, someone that I always want to learn from. This is someone that has represented Nigeria at the highest level, from the age group tournament to the Super Eagles, someone that everybody wants to hear from. Na big man in B, na senior man in B. Someone that has captained Nigeria before, na big man, na senior man. I present to you MON, Kingsley, Udoh, a big name as long as Nigerian football is concerned. Senior man, welcome to the Abu Aziz podcast.
Welcome Nigerians and welcome the fellow fans that loves Abdul Aziz and Kingsley Udoh.
Yeah, senior man, I know one because na podcast be this. Podcast is a little bit different from an interview. So I know get
understand.
strength to the interview you.
Yeah, so
I want to start from how does it feel captaining the Nigerian national team back then when you started?
well, it feels very explosive because you know the population of Nigerians involved. You understand?
Yeah.
Population of players involved in playing the game. So definitely, I feel so very great captaining Nigeria.
Senior man, I hear one story because na talk they bring talk.
And I talk the good.
Because before you go that under 17, I hear say you did FCABA then. And from the story where I hear say the chairman of FCABA then, Barrister Shochiu, I hear say him no one make you go that under 17 deal because him get foreign offer for you. How you take make that waka?
That kind of long waka.
Na that long waka we want to talk about.
Barrister Chocho Olise is not a bad man. You understand? He's a person that wants a progress for me. Then you understand. But you know, my goals and ambition become greater than FCPD. You understand? When you play for a club, you need to have a dream, a goal. You understand? Now, a dream is different from a goal. If you have a dream, you don't have a goal, the dream will die. The goal will what? Will die. If dreams die, goals won't exist. So, Barrister Chochi Olise was the one who gave me the platform because he invited the under 17 to Shagam to play against
His team, FCABA.
his team FCBD. That's where my former coach, blessed memory, Theophilus Teller,
Yomi Teller.
Yemi,
Teller.
yes, become my own idol that I worship to today.
When you now left FCABA to go to that under 17 and you succeeded, how Barrister Chochiu Olise, how you take see the thing, how you take approach you, how you take explain to him, or how Ona to take settle the matter, or Ona not even settle?
No, definitely we settle because you understand. There's always the negotiation and settlement when it comes to football. When you negotiate, you settle. So my former manager, John Olashitu, settled him, and we came in a very good accord together, and that was all.
So you just mentioned the manager, John Shitu. How you take meet John Shitu, or how Onatu take begin the work?
Yeah, I met John Shitu through um you know, they said every disappointment is a blessing. You understand? During those times, me and Churchill said we are having some kind of misunderstanding, and that misunderstanding led to the way I met John
John Shitu.
Olatushi. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was home when I met Olatushi because I was hardworking, and then I pray a lot. You understand? Sometimes when you pray, prayers can come the other way around. You understand? You may think this is where you're positioning your faith to, and God is going to tell you that no, that's not the way. This is the way. And that's just the way it happened. You understand? With John Olatunji Shitu. I trained once with Crystal Academy. And that was where I met Olatunji Shitu. That's where we became so connected, and I went to the under 17.
Okay, after the under 17 that you went to, where were the teams that John Olashitu took you to?
John Olatunji took me to Atletico Madrid. Though prayers does works wonders. If I want to talk to young players, you understand? God exists, and God answers prayers. The first team that was being invited to was Real Madrid, and that was the first team that I prayed for when I was playing without no evidence. So when I played the under 17, Real Madrid was the first person who invited me. But because of one thing or the other, my manager told me that we can't go to Real Madrid. That I should stay with Atletico Madrid. That's how I became an Atletico Madrid Tercera player. There's what they call Tercera in Spain. You understand? Before I was being promoted to Team B.
Okay. Yeah, so how did you take it when he told you to go to Atletico Madrid instead of Real Madrid? Because I felt as out of that period and even till now, Real Madrid has always been a bigger team than Atletico Madrid.
Yeah. I felt so very disappointed because Real Madrid was a dream team for me. I always tell my brothers that even though my personal house that I'm going to build, that even though I have a Real Madrid logo in front of it without having any money till I die, that I'm going to love it. But that was where I feel so depreciated. But I just need to take the bull by the horn. What I have, I need to use it as what I want.
This is deep. So, senior man, at the end of the day, what now transpired between yourself and John Shitu at the end of the day?
At the end of the day, a big offer came for me from Olympiacos of Greece, which was much more bigger than Atletico Madrid.
Okay.
My manager called me and told me that, Kingsley, your performances in Spain has explored the whole Spain as a defender. Saying Atletico Madrid said they've not seen this kind of defender before. A defender that comes everything
Pressure. Yeah.
down. That see, Olympiacos wants to pay you times 10
Of what Atletico Madrid is paying.
Atletico Madrid paid you. What do you think about it? But as a youth player, I told him that, we Africans, money goes a very long way.
Very, very important.
So I needed to tell him that take the decision.
Yourself.
You're my guardian, and you're my manager, and you do everything to make me comfortable. Take decision. It took decision. And at the end of the day, the decision never paid me.
Why?
The decision never paid me because, Europeans, they have connections.
Yeah.
And Atletico Madrid made a very vital call to Olympiacos. Because already when I signed my youth contract, I had my youth contract, I had my professional contract
already with Atletico Madrid.
with Atletico Madrid. And Atletico Madrid needed to tell, they forwarded my professional contract to Olympiacos. Sorry. Olympiacos said, no, Africans are not being sincere. They needed to take the bull by the horn. I stayed in Nigeria thinking of going to Olympiacos and never worked out.
Okay.
Till I went to Belgium. I went to Belgium 2010, KVK Kortrijk. They just promoted to the Premiership. Then the manager came to Transcorp Hilton of Abuja to sign me. They signed me when I was under Coach Sam Sesia.
Okay.
That's when on 20 I was the captain then.
Yeah.
And they signed me, told me that I'll be collecting 2,500 euros.
Okay.
I was comfortable with it. That just to start, because I know my talent. That in Nigeria then, I don't have any central vendor that can contest with me.
Okay.
My manager needed to come and told the club manager in Kortrijk that, no, this guy, you can't go with this guy. That's how I forfeited KVK Kortrijk. I came back to Nigeria and signed Nigerian League. Since then, I never played in Europe.
When you were talking earlier, you made mention of Samson Siasia as the coach of the under-20 team. Along your story, there was a period where you were dropped from Samson Siasia's team. Can you shed more light about that particular incident?
When I went to Belgium, I came back. When I came back to Nigeria, then I had a very big issues with my coach, my then coach Sam Siasia, which is the man that I love so very much. You understand? And when I came back, I wasn't expecting the change. Because I knew that my personal talents, I don't have anybody to compete with me in that team. You understand? But because of one issue or the other, which I had issues with him, and he told me that I'm not going to go to the under-20 World Cup. I thought it was a joke, and I never did. Then I told him my own parts after the under-20 World Cup. I told him that, Coach, you're going to have a very bigger problem. that you won't be able to solve.
You told Sia this?
Yes.
And what was his response?
He told me that, Kingsley, and I'm out you they make. I told him that I know who I am. You understand? For young footballers, you need to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, that's a breakdown. You work hard, I work hard, I pray hard, and I do everything. Discipline was the key.
But what would you say was the reason why Sia dropped you from that tournament?
I had nobody.
You had nobody.
I had no. I don't have. I never had any bone of contention. Then, even Edet Ibok, who stays in Spain and who based in Spain, who was the person they normally come to me that, senior man, how are we going to do this to that? I was the one controlling the general team. But because Zamsia spoke to me about managing me,
Okay.
and I told him that this is never possible
Okay.
because you can never manage me as a player. I was having a manager who managed Mikel Obi,
Okay.
some other players. He was managing the Saviobo at that stage.
Okay.
So you don't expect me to concur to you. I thought that was all. That just went as if nothing happened. I was telling me that. So when I came back from Belgium, I have this triple entry when it comes to European this
You
thing.
can move anywhere.
Schengen.
Yeah.
If I go to Germany today, I can go to Turkey
Belgium,
tomorrow, anywhere.
Yes.
So I never knew that it was a one entry that Belgium did for me.
Wow.
And that was a 1 year entry. When I submitted my passport with the under 20, and then people were applying for the visas. And like, they didn't apply for me now. It's the normal thing. When they brought my passport back, they told me that I was the only person who doesn't have a visa. I was there at the Muritala airport where Udoh Amadi told me that, senior man, they no one make me go this World Cup.
Wow.
I was like, what do you mean? Me? For this thing? They know that the World Cup is not going to function without me. And they were like saying, senior man, I know they no one make you go this World Cup. I now picked back
To
what I and Coach Samsense had. I was like, you want to deal with me, you want to manage me, and it's not working out. No, I can't be a player to a coach because I've never done that in my life. I have a very great talent because I'm a mathematician. And anybody who knows a person who plays a central defense needs to be very calculative.
very well. Very well. Very well.
I'm very calculative. And I never expect such that I'm not going to. I was the one who led Nigeria under 20 to the Nations Cup in 2009 Rwanda. So I thought that I was the first option.
Number one.
But it never happened because of the Nigerian kind of, I want this, I want that, and understand. So I needed to like say, my dad, my late dad, fought with me. "Ah, you this is that you want." I said, "No, daddy, don't worry." It boiled down to 2011, 2000, Olympic team.
Okay.
I was made the captain of the team.
Okay.
I was like being honored by Coach Augustine Guavon.
Mhm.
Was he was a defender when he was
Yeah, yeah.
playing,
So he
and so
understands
he
CL.
respected the. He was like, Udoh, you're a player that you hardly make a mistake. I said because I'm a great mathematician. If today I say I want to be teaching a polytechnics,
Fine. Normal.
it's fine, it's normal. Because they're not, if you check me, I'm going to show you the stuff that I made up.
Hmm.
Because I made people know that you as a footballer doesn't mean that you're educated.
Hmm.
Because most people think that footballers are not educated.
Very well.
So I made him see the reasons, and yeah, I told my younger brother Udoh,
Okay.
out of David Udoh. My mom gave him that name, not being alive. I was the one who told him that he was David Udoh. So I told him that, see, come on. You see this me. I don't want you to make any mistake.
I get.
Life is very broad, very wide. But when you come inside of life, it's very broad.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, no problem. You see, everything that has happened in life is a tip of learning,
Hmm. Yeah.
not a tip of getting out of life.
Cinema, this is deep. When you were talking, you have made mention of Stephen Keshi, Samson Siasia.
Stephen Keshi,
You
yeah.
made mention of Austin Eguavoin. A particular player was on my podcast, and he made mention of something. I would like to ask you. The guy say many, not all,
There are many.
many Nigerian coaches they collect bribe. What's it be your 2%?
Yeah, I'm going to tell you that my 2% is that. He said something very right.
Hmm.
But when you have very great talent, they look beyond the bribe.
Hmm. Okay.
I, as a person, I had a very great talent.
Okay.
No coach can come towards me and tell me that, Kingsley, because I'm valuable to you. You make more than what you want to expect from me.
Hmm.
I'm hardworking. I go to gym 247.
Yeah.
I pray 247.
Hmm.
I resist myself from fornication,
Okay.
which is the very first bet when it comes to a footballer.
Okay.
Normally, a footballer have a person, people, ladies who throw themselves about you.
Oh, sure.
When you cute, you good, you good looking, and
yeah.
like everything, they come for you. But life is not about being good looking. Life is all about remaining good looking.
Mm. Mm. Yeah. I pick this. I pick this. I pick this. I pick this. I pick. Yeah, so senior man, in 2012, um, what happened to the deal in Colombia?
The deal in Colombia was very long because I and my under 17 colleague, Usman Amodu,
Okay.
we had that deal in Colombia. We first went to Uruguay,
Okay.
where the manager told us that we're going to have a very great deal at Atletico de Penarol,
Hmm.
which was the biggest team then in Uruguay.
Okay.
You know, Uruguay is close to Colombia.
Okay.
Uruguay is close to Brazil.
Okay.
You understand? And when I got there, they unveiled the both of us because of me.
Okay.
And the next thing was they told me that no, that they want me to stay in the second team, which my manager told me the team said I need to stay in the second team. Then I told him that me, I'm a man of prestige. I can't leave the national team of Nigeria and come to the second team of Uruguay
Uruguay, yeah.
to play. No. I and Diego Forlan, we are teammates.
Okay.
He was my senior,
Okay.
but we trained together. When it got to some stage, Conaguero, we trained together. Conaguero was a person that respected me so much. Luis Garcias was a person that respected me so much. The care who keep now for Florentina
Yeah. Florentina.
was my best friend
In Atletico Madrid.
in Atletico Madrid.
Hmm.
The mom schooled in UK. The mom loved me so much. So we are very close friends then. Understand? Because he doesn't understand English. But I needed to train myself too because I was schooling in a school of Spanish. So I needed to adapt.
Hmm.
So we started speaking the language. I go to his house steady. You understand? All those cookie, we are junior players to us.
Hmm. In Atletico Madrid.
I graduated to the second team before the first team before the care.
Hmm.
Koke was still in the third team. And Koke is the one running
The captain right now.
right now. Diego Simone wasn't the coach. It was Abraham was the coach of the second team then.
When did you think it was time to come back to the NPFL, the Nigerian Premier League?
When I thought that it was time to get back to NPFL was when my biological dad told me that, see, come, you can't just stay waiting for
Foreign deal.
foreign drills. That you need to go back to NPFL to do what? To take care of your responsibilities.
Hmm. So as you can't go back to NPFL, which team you go back to precisely then?
I went to Heartland.
Okay. Now, throughout your stay for NPFL, how many teams you play?
I played for Heartland. From Heartland, I went to Kano Players. From Kano Players, I went to Sunshine.
Okay. Now, among these three teams where you play, there was a story about 1.3 million naira between you and Kano Pillars. You want to talk about them?
Yeah, I will talk about it because
they're very important.
very important because it's my sweat. I had a little conflict with my coach, Modi,
Okay.
then in Kano Pillars.
Okay.
And it was like, because you believe that nobody can paint you, that you needed to omit one match.
Hmm.
And it wasn't my fault that night. You know, there are some times that you need to break laws.
Hmm.
The laws was that you get to the traveling point by 6:30,
Hmm. Yep.
and I slept over.
Okay.
I came back by 6:30, and I came back by to 7. They were still there. I met there.
You met them at the point.
Sports
Mm-hmm.
where we are supposed to travel, and he told me that you, because you came here, you can't travel with us.
Okay.
So I said, at least I met the boss.
Okay.
Please, sir, let me travel. Now he told me that I need to take a public transport. And I'm a player who have phobia for traveling
Alone.
alone. Now he told me that, okay, sir, if you think that I'm going to travel alone, I'm not going to travel alone. All the team managers begged me. I said, I'm not going to travel alone. Yaro, which is a Nigerian legend, begged me. It was the coach, assistant coach. I told them I'm not going to travel. They thought it was a joke. They went to Sharks and they lost 1-0. When they came back, they told me that if I was in the team,
The team wouldn't have lost.
they wouldn't have lost. And that was the truth.
Hmm.
Because I was the one ordering the team. From Rabi Ali to Gambo Mohammed, I was the one controlling them. Because being a ruler is different from being a leader.
True.
They might be the captain of the team, but I was the ruler. I was the leader
From the back.
from the back. Anybody can be a ruler. Nobody can be a ruler, a leader.
Yeah.
So I controlled that leadership quality. And one day he said, because I did this, I did that they are going to withhold my salary. And I said, no problem. I thought it was 1 month. It turned out to 2 months, 3 months. Till date, I never collected.
How many months' salary?
3 months salary.
3 months' salary.
And that was 1.350 million because I was earning 450 million.
Back then.
Then.
So till today, they didn't. Kano Pillars did not pay you that money.
They never paid me that money.
At the end of the day, do you regret coming back to the Nigerian Premier League?
I regretted coming back to the Nigerian Premier League because seeing the youth of today and before, nobody wants to be in the Nigerian Premier League because countries in Africa who are not bigger than Nigeria, they are making much more money than Nigeria Premier League. So I regretted.
Wow. So, senior man, looking at when you played for the national team back then and now, what thing you want to talk, say, be the gap, be the comparison, be the difference between central defenders of your era and central defenders in the Super Eagles right now?
It's a very big difference. Central defenders of this era, you understand, they don't have that real coordination.
No coordination.
Because they believe that the strikers, they earn more than them.
So they know they put more effort.
So they can't talk to the strikers. They can't talk to the midfielders because they earn much more than them. But during our own era, we, even though you earn much more than us, we still position you because and they still listen. because we like families,
And that's no day for now.
and that's not the position for now.
I see. And that is what is affecting the Super Eagles for now.
Yeah.
So, guys, we have come to the end of this episode. But one thing is for sure, we still have so many conversations to discuss with MON, Kingsley, Udoh. He would have to come back again. So we would want to urge you to go and like, subscribe, comment, follow us on all social media platforms. And that is the most important part. See you next time.